Hey guys,
What's up?
it's Mallory.
And Kelly.
Guys, what's up? It's your boys Malky and Dobie. We will explain that later. When you get into the episode, you're definitely going to figure out why we started it out that way. It's a good little laugh. So Dobie, tell them what we're going to talk about.
So today on your Tuesday morning, again, we apologize that we couldn't put it out Monday. We explained that. We give you our good, bad, break down the goods and the bads that have gone out through the week.
That's right.
We talk about Grammys.
That's right.
What else do we talk about?
We talked about Grammys. We talked about Dr. Disrespect update. We had an update on that Dr. Disrespect video that Dobie broke down for us a couple weeks ago. We talked about the Super Bowl and we talked about the Super Bowl commercials. Did they live up to the hype? Did they not? Of course, we always got to give you that new music. And we talked about the Justin Timberlake album, the Man of the Woods review. Finally, you guys have a full review of the Man of the Woods album. So really good talk there. And also those loosey-gooseys that are always out there.
Yes, sir. And also 101 conversation starters for couples. Guys, get ready because this is a Tide commercial.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody?
Hey. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
This is episode 3 of season 2, correct? Is that right? I think so.
Dang, dude.
I think it is.
It's been too long. That's what it means.
Episode 3 of season 2. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show,
The Daps and Pounds Show.
Woo! We are here again, live, and we're very excited because a lot's been going on this weekend, and we're finally able to bless your timelines, bless all of your refresh rates on your iTunes podcast apps with a new episode. Yesterday, we did not have a new episode, or today, we did not have a new episode this morning because it's Monday. We're recording this. But Tuesday morning.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, just due to, like I said in the short video, if you guys didn't hear, just conflict of schedules and Super Bowl happening.
Yeah.
So we just felt like, and then we wanted to do it Friday, but we felt like it was not fair to you guys because I only was able to listen to like 2 projects, and we want to be able to review as many projects as possible. And so because of that, we felt like Friday would sell you guys short. And so that was our decision making.
For sure. I was going to say something. You know when you have a thought and it's like
right there.
it's right there, but I can't remember.
Can't remember.
But as always, guys, you need to hit us up on Daps_Pounds on social media, all right?
Yeah, dude, do
get
it.
Instagram,
Do
get
it.
Twitters,
Do it.
Daps_Pounds. And we're on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. That's the best way that you're listening to this right now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all you have to do is put in the Daps and Pounds Show, and we pop up. Leave a review, please. Leave a comment, please. Share with your friends, please.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. See, I feel like we're so mellow right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just listening to this.
Are we too mellow? Do we need to hype up or
No,
something?
because if we get hype, I think we'll be too loud. I feel like having the mic right in front of our mouths, it's like chilled us out a little bit. Because, all right, so if you guys are just listening right now, if you're watching, of course, you notice right away, we got these new stands for our mic so that they'll sit more right in front of our face.
Yeah.
Because earlier we just had these little small stands and we kind of like hunched over to speak directly into the mic. So it's a little different now. I feel a little more official. I'm not going to lie.
We're
just
more
like,
official. We are.
These
It's
just
true.
do something to our mentality.
It's true.
So, dude, there's a lot that's been going on between us. So our good, bad session, if this is the first time for you guys listening, our good, bad just kind of breaks down a little bit of the life of Malcolm and the life of Dobie for you guys.
Yeah, man. So good, bad. Do you want to start? You want me to start? I can go either way. It don't matter.
Okay, I'll start off.
Go.
Good, bad. Ladies and gentlemen, couple of goods that have been happening in my life. First off, I want to say a good is finally just posted a video idea that I had that I shot last Saturday for Lexus of Peoria.
Okay.
Last week I mentioned that we're working on a pre-screening for the Black Panther. Things are coming together nicely. We have a Facebook contest and finally got that video done, posted it. Had good response from it so far, which is good because you know me well and I critique it.
You're a
and
perfectionist.
there's certain things I don't like about that video, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and you have to put it out sometime.
Right.
Put it out, and it's already done better than any post Lexus has put. And we've kind of fought with some people in a way, in my opinion, with the other individuals who work on the Facebook and Instagram pages and stuff. And we've already proven them wrong in like 5 hours.
That's what's up.
So it's been kind of cool. Not to like brag about it or anyways, but just to know sometimes like when you're so confident in an idea and a thought process and something and you stand firm in that and you follow through with it and God blesses your due diligence. So that's what I'm excited about. So that was definitely a good. And we're giving out raffles for the Jordan release.
Okay.
And they hit me up today like, hey, the hype is real right now. Can we get more tickets? So they got 10 more tickets. So on February 10th for the Jordan 9 release, which they're clean. They're just the white and black ones. I haven't seen those, but, man, I like them a lot. Yeah, they're excited. So just to see that response is good. Zeke's Comics up in Washington, he was really hype about it. He's got a big event going on February 10th as well. Sean Tran introduced me to some fellow gamers with Smash Bros. And we're going to be having a tournament and some of the tickets so they can win through that. So, guys, if you're a Peoria listener and you want to know all the ways that you can win tickets, just hit me up and I'll let you know kind of what you can enter and stuff like that. But that's just a good.
Plug your Twitter right quick. We don't always do that.
Dobie Wan Kenobi. That's my original Twitter. DOBYWANKENOBI. Dobie Wan Kenobi. So just hit me up though, and I'll let you know. So that was definitely a good for sure. So I'm hype about that. Bad, I would say. My month last month was bad. Dude, it was so bad for sales.
Month?
Yeah, no, it was so bad. But, that's the crazy thing about sales is, like, when your month's bad, you can't dwell on it. It's a new month, and you just go.
Yeah.
You just started back up. So I definitely would say that's a bad. It's snowing right now. That's another bad. I don't like snow. There's been so many wrecks already from it. It doesn't benefit anybody. So it's always a bad, in my opinion there. So I'm trying to think if there's really anything else. I got to start writing stuff down or like moments that frustrate me. I'm bad at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of like the last time, like, dog peed on the couch. So that's what started it, remember? That's what started Good, Bad. My dog peed on the couch.
I remember that story well.
Man, that was an interesting story. I'll tell you what. But, I mean, everything's going pretty good, man. I'm moving, shaking.
That's what's up.
And my bad was I couldn't go to your good.
Oh, like just hanging out this weekend? Oh, okay. I thought, like, was there an event? Like a part? Like,
how would you feel if you guys always hang out on weekends and you can't go?
Yeah, that's what sucks about sales and, like, working on Saturdays.
We don't all hang out really anymore. It's hard. We're all adults.
We're all displaced, too. Like, it's, like, most of the time, the people that are in town are just me and Bran.
Yeah, man.
And Leash. And you and Mary. And I don't...
That's pretty much it for town.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for
that's town.
So we got to wait until...
Do you guys feel that way? Hit us
around,
up.
Or we have to go to a destination. And the majority of people that can go are on the weekends to a destination. So someone, no matter what, someone is always, like, left out of the mix.
That's what happens. If you're if you're in college or in high school, you won't understand this.
Yeah, no. It's the part of growing up.
It's a part of growing up, yeah, for sure. Everybody says it and you don't believe it, and then it happens to you like over time, and you're like, dang, like for real.
But I will say, like, as much as it sucks, like with us, sometimes I just have to like take a moment to be grateful for the fact that like
we're at least still
we're
chatting.
as intact as we are. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
a good
kind of
point. Yeah, I know what
nuts.
you mean.
I've known Brand for 17 years. I've known you for
Like 13 now.
Yeah, like over 10 for sure. That doesn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen where there's crews that stick together or are decently intact. So, we blessed. But yeah, man, good, bad. I had a good weekend. Went down to St. Louis. Really, it was Alicia's birthday celebration because her birthday was on the 31st. Brandon's was 2 weeks ago. But they kind of like combined it. But it was really for Alicia. So got to meet some of her friends that I didn't know. That was cool. Got to connect though. Honestly, the best thing that happened all weekend, in my opinion, was seeing Kelly O'Connell and Carol Ann together for the first time. Like me, Carol Ann, and Kelly O and Brandon hadn't been in the same room in like 5 or 6 years, and that was nuts because that's another relationship where I've known Kelly and Carol Ann since I was 6 years old. So that was like my favorite thing was getting to kick it with them. Get to see the Chizzy Chister in rare form, as always. That was dope. One thing I will share is, guys, there are a bunch of reasons to not be in a fraternity. But then there are these random times where it works out because we had a feeling that we were going to get into a fight when we went out that night. So we go out, and it just so happened to be a Kappa Sig party bus that night. So there was like 20 of us there, of our guys there. So we were Gucci. Everything was fine. And that made me laugh a lot. That was really funny.
That's epic.
So that was good. So yeah, man, just seeing everybody hanging out, enjoying sauce on the side, which is like some of the best St. Louis food you can eat, and having a good time. Driving a lot, but road tripping with the homie Lo, the homie Haley. That was cool. Jamming out to music. It's like super simple stuff. I'm not saying anything wild and crazy, but it's the simple stuff that you remember.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was good. Bad is the fact, like, I'm so busy during the week that if I go somewhere and do something on a weekend, then like I actually never relax. You know what I mean? Like I'm never actually relaxed.
It's like vacation days where like everybody's so busy during vacation. It's not.
I feel, and
I just as busy.
I didn't think I would get this way until I was like 40. But now I'm at the point where when I take vacation, I'm going to have to like take a day off to recover.
Right, yeah. Some people do that.
I know, but it hasn't been me thus far. Bro, I used to like do the quickest turnarounds. Trip to Chicago, have to work at 6 a.m. Fine, I'll get up at 3 a.m. and go. Like, those days are done. I am tired.
You're done.
I'm done for.
You're done, kid.
But no, it was a great weekend. I don't have any bad other than the fact that it was Monday and had to come back, and then the weather when we were in St. Louis, the going down was in the 40s, and then coming back, it was not that at all. Here's a bad. Actually, I thought of something. We raced
snakes.
We raced go-karts, and the bad thing about racing go-karts is if you are over.
If you lose, it's no fun. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, but like if you are over 5'6", right? You then have to bend your knees and pretty much press the pedals with your toes because you're just like in this contraption, right?
Right.
So me, Cam, Brand, like most of us are over 5'6", so we were like crutched down in this thing, right?
Right.
Well, you've seen me play car video games. I like to hit the walls a lot. So I decided to drive very slow. That meant I got past a lot.
Drive slow, homie.
Yeah.
Drive slow.
Like I was going real slow because I didn't want to spin out. Eli rammed Cameron in the back really hard. It was really funny, but it was scary. Like they stopped everything, got him out of the cart. That was wild. I thought he was concussed. But we followed concussion protocol. and we got him okay. But I didn't crash once. I was definitely in last place,
Hey,
but I did not crash once because I was such a responsible.
you're a responsible
go-karter.
driver.
And
If we did doubles, though, something would have happened because when we drive together, something always happens.
bad always happens for sure. It was a fun experience.
Good.
They went like 45 miles an hour, which is like fast when
Dang,
you're
man.
like down that
Yeah,
low in
I
a
would've
little
been loving
thing.
that.
But that's why I was driving slow. So
Drive slow,
I got
homie.
made fun of,
Who
but
got-
it's
who won?
okay. Eli won both times. Brandon was
Hey.
hot.
My boy.
He was tight. He was really mad.
True
He was really
traits.
really mad about it. But it was a good time.
That's good.
It was a good time. What's up?
Before we move on, another good. My wife, Mary, got a job at Maui Gym. So she started working there
Shouts
now.
to Maui. Shouts to Maui Gym.
Shouts to Maui and Maui.
So what is her
By the
position?
way, Mary's new name, Abigail. Yeah.
Why?
Just one day I called her Abigail.
And that's wait. Do you like that name or is that?
No, it's just literally the first name that came to my mind. And so now every now and then I call her Abigail and she doesn't like it, but that's her name.
What do you think will happen if I start calling her Abigail?
It's a good joke now.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
all right.
But yeah, that's another good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had more goods than you had bads. If
Sure.
you had a week full of bads last week, this is your week full of goods.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's just kind of what's going on. Oh
You pulled
my!
that. I don't know if I'm just tired, but I felt like you pulled that together so quickly. If you had a week full of bad bads, we hope this is your week full of goods.
Yeah,
I would have tongue twisted that.
you should have saw my. Oh my gosh, my transition from worship to announcements.
Was it hard?
It was on point, bro. Yes, it was like something about seeing God and something like that. And then I used the lyrics and I twisted it to seeing
We're talking
new
about
guests.
church, by the way. People
Seeing new guests, bro. It was, yeah, it was fresh. That's where I get it from.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Okay. Last week we talked about the doc, remember? Or like 2 weeks ago, we talked about Dr. Disrespect. Today
Yes.
was his first day back, bro.
I saw something. It was trending on Twitter. I saw a thing.
This man in less than an hour made
Talk to me.
$20,000 in donations, had 10,000 people subscribe to him. Every subscription is $5. And he had 390,000 viewers, which broke the Twitch record. He also, when he reported that he just started, he crashed the Twitch servers for his channel. Like, it wouldn't load. Bro, less than an
That's
hour.
insane, man.
This man made about 50 grand.
The power of the internet, man. That's insane. Was it like a was it more of a reveal about like the wife situation?
No, it was just he's back. Same thing. Like he changed up, like he retuned some of his like graphics and stuff like that. He has like a new intro now, and he hooked up with Mouse or whatever, and Dead Mouse made a new song for him. Like, I mean, it's just he did this like little bit though where he called his wife Miss Assassin or whatever, and he has this like gold flip phone. He's like, yeah, Miss Assassin, what? Yeah, I'm taking care of business. Best believe it. Okay, bye. Like he just randomly like brings her into it. Whatever.
So there's no more. So but there was no talk of like the drama.
Zero.
Okay. Okay.
So people are saying he's gonna finesse. However, I will say this: his first game back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, battle royale. It's one versus 100 people. Okay, you're one person versus 99 other people. Okay, whoever is the last one standing
How
wins.
does that? That doesn't sound fair.
Dude, it's very hard to win this game, right? The guy, 12 kills and wins his very first game back in 2 months. Like, you could not make it up, bro. You could not make it up. After the game, somebody donated $5,000 to him. One person donated $5 grand.
Now, is there overhead? Like, when people donate, does a certain percentage have to go to whatever company's hosting?
No, I don't think
that?
so.
Huh.
The subscriptions do. So
Okay.
$5. It's $5 to subscribe for a month.
So how much would he get of that $5?
I'm guessing
Like a
probably
buck or two?
3
Okay.
or I mean something like that. I don't know. That's why I said he probably made estimate like $40,000 to $50,000 in less than an hour.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts? Anyway, so that's just Twitch guy, Dr. Disrespect, plays video games. Ladies and gentlemen, there are like people who are making bukus a month or dollars doing that. And it's more popular than people think. It's not like super, 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 super big, but it's getting there.
Crazy.
So yeah, let's get into it. Grammys. How'd you feel about it? Jay-Z is never coming back.
I tweeted this that I think they finally got the nominees right, but they did not get the actual awards right. So as some people are upset, I'm actually more hopeful because I feel like they're getting closer.
Right.
I've heard that they have like an actual hip hop committee of people now that like have like a large percentage of the vote, which is better. Because it used to be just like a pool of people, and like if you take a pool of people from different backgrounds that don't listen to anything, well, when they hear something on the radio that's from hip hop, it's gonna be Bruno Mars. He's gonna be the only thing that's gonna be playing on, like top 40 radio stations. You know what I mean? And they're gonna go, oh, I think this is hip hop. You know, so like. They're going to vote for things in that kind of way. The most popular stuff wins. So the fact that they have a hip hop committee now makes me feel like, you know, they're a step in the right direction. Some of the performances were cool, but I think Kendrick by far was my favorite.
Yeah.
And I think Childish Gambino was really sick.
Childish Gambino was my second, and then third would probably go to SZA. Bruno Mars was like... He's done. I mean, you can't. His last performance with Prince tribute, you know, it was like 3 steps down.
Yeah,
it was more like crowd service. However, when Bruno came after he won the award, he's like, too many ballads. I was rolling.
Yeah. No, I think that he was good, but his Super Bowl from a few years ago was out of this world.
Yeah, that's Super Bowl was nuts.
So sometimes like when he like does performances, I think it's hard for him to top anything he does. So
that's a good point.
But yeah, man, there's some cool performances, some really whack ones too. I think I like the Childish Gambino one though because so much of that album has like effects on his voice and people don't know
he's gotten so much better.
So like the fact that he was able to hit a lot of those notes was wild. So
he killed it.
I loved his performance, man.
Yeah. Gambino's awesome. How'd you feel about record or album of the year? Which is probably the most controversial award.
Yeah, it was. I think it should have gone to Damn or 444.
How do you feel 444 didn't win a single Grammy?
I think so. Have you heard the conspiracy theorist part of it?
No.
So the conspiracy theorist part of it is the fact that he didn't get votes because he is very anti record label. And so it's like, this is like the first artist owned label he put out.
Chance won.
Well, yeah, Chance, but Chance is like independent and he partnered with Apple, and Apple is technically a big record label. You know what I mean? Like this, like no other streaming company could touch this until Jay-Z said so. It was only released on Tidal. So a lot of people are saying like there are some people, you know, when Tidal came out, he had the big Summit commercial where Gaga and Beyonce and Taylor Swift and like a bunch of people went to Tidal and they were like trying to be against the record labels because they felt like they were getting robbed. And so to give an award to the person that spearheads that movement of taking the power back would be not right. So they
that's
didn't
why
do
Beyonce lost too then?
What year? Oh, you
with
mean
Lemonade?
People said that. People said that because she was associated
affiliated.
With him. People said that.
Yeah, no, I was just questioning.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's that as much as what I said earlier about the people voting that aren't familiar with the type of music Bruno was on all the time. We've said it when we did our top whatever albums. I put Bruno in 2017 and you corrected me and were like, no, bro, that was 2016. Why? Because it's been on the radio for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's going on a third tour now.
Yeah,
for
the farewell
one album
tour
with like 9 or 10 songs. And he's charging like $400 a ticket.
It's nuts.
the amount of money that he has made off of these tours and this album, a normal person could retire.
Yeah.
Like a normal singer, like artist could retire.
Yeah.
I think it's more so of that than the conspiracy theory. I just think he has been the most visible person of the last couple years, and that's why he won.
Yeah. Kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
it was just like overall like whatevs to me personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. I was glad that they gave Kendrick the best rap album.
I kind of wanted Tyler to win. When he didn't win, I could see he really wanted that.
He probably did, but I don't know. I think Kendrick won it last year too. I'm not sure. I can't remember who won best rap last year, but I like that being like the award for like the rapidy rappers. That makes me happy. So I was happy with that. Shocked with the best new artist, and I love Alicia Cara. She's dope, but
Dude,
Here came out 2 years ago.
Row. Remember Tori Kelly's
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Megan Taylor, trainer,
Yeah.
who already had
Yep.
a ballot for Grammys last year.
I think they need to change
Jeez,
like
that was
the
qualifications.
the qualifications for your submission date. Like, what are you going by? You need to go by your first EP or project or whatever.
Within your first
Yep.
EP or whatever, a certain time limit.
That is the only time that you are eligible for Best New Artist, because
Stupid.
they're missing the mark, like you said, a few years in a row now, and it doesn't make any sense. Like Khalid,
That was Khalid. Khalid should have won that, in my opinion.
he won multiple American Music Awards.
That album was great.
That album was the talk of every like teenage young
He's
person.
the high school champ. Like that's
He's
what
amazing.
he is.
He's amazing. So that kind of that one was like the biggest like what to me.
Agreed.
And it sucks. But I read on Twitter Alicia Cara's tweet about it. Did you read it?
No.
It was good because she said like, I love everyone that I was nominated with. Like she said everything that you're supposed to say, but then she was like, I'm not gonna act like I'm not deserving of something that I've been working for my entire life. And if you listen to the lyrics of Here, I'm very self-conscious. Like I don't want to go outside sometimes. Like I'm very in my thoughts. I'm very insecure. And I tell myself I suck every single day. So then when a bunch of people say, hey, guess what? You don't suck. I'm not going to be like upset about that. You know what I mean? So I thought she handled it like a true champ.
I
That's
think
dope.
her time was last year. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally agree. She shouldn't have won this year.
She should have been nominated last year, and then it would have made sense.
I loved what she said about
That's
it,
all
though.
I'm saying.
Made me
Or
happy.
Uzi. Technically, Uzi. I mean, Uzi could have been last year, but because this was like his real first, like.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think the qualifications need to
Because
be
those
like
were
your
mixtapes.
first. Yeah, but in hip hop, what does that mean?
Mixtapes. I think this was his first like super professional full length project.
People don't treat hip hop mixtapes and albums differently though anymore. Like they treat them like the same
Yeah, I guess.
thing. But yeah, the Grammys were interesting.
Anyways,
to say the least.
Whatevs. Did you guys like the Grammys? Hit us up. Twitter, Instagram, Daps_pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into a little bit of the Super Bowl talk. Dude, best Super Bowl I've ever watched. I loved it.
The best Super Bowl I watched ended in my despair, and that was the Titans versus the Rams that year when the outstretched arm, and he didn't get it, because I used to be a huge Torrey Holt fan.
Yeah.
And man, that hurt. But that was my favorite Super Bowl to watch. But this was like the most exciting, I think. Like this was like the most like you can't go do something because someone's gonna score. So
I loved it.
there was like a few punts only in that game. The kicker sucked. Like everything went right for it to be a really exciting game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I felt like, the underdog story with Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, star QB, towards ACL, backup comes in. Oh, that means they're not going to make it anymore. Underdog in every postseason game, dominate every postseason game. Story of Brady, and when it was like 2:30 left on the clock, everybody was like, "Here it is."
Yep.
Brady's gonna go down. Something's gonna happen, and that strip, the very first sack.
Bro, I started yelling so loud.
Yeah, I was
like,
hyped.
yo!
I was hyped.
Because
I know Champ hates hearing this right now.
I know it, I know
He's a Patriots fan, ladies and gentlemen.
But giving Tom Brady the ball back with a minute left is pretty much saying you've given him the ball back with 2 days left.
Yeah.
Because he has the craziest checkdowns of all time, in my opinion. And I saw this on Twitter. A lot of people were saying it, and I didn't have time to listen to the sports podcast today. But a lot of people were saying, like, if you give Gronk the ball 10 more times that first half, it could have been a runaway.
Well, he tried. He didn't get it.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was running like the weirdest out routes to Chris Hogan. And people were like, did Belichick out Belichick himself?
I don't know.
By throwing all these out routes to Chris Hogan. And Chris Hogan was catching them, don't get me wrong. No. But you have Gronk.
And then I think Cook's going down hurt him.
Cooks, my boy from the Saints, man.
I'm not going to lie, though.
My boy from the Saints.
That hit so nasty.
I mean, all I have to say, Cooks, is don't leave New Orleans.
Hey,
I don't know. Don't leave New Orleans.
Yeah, but you got Thomas. Or Michael Thomas is who stepped up for you.
Michael Thomas, yeah, but I mean, our running game was crazy and this defense was crazy too. Michael Thomas is good. They should have won,
in my opinion. I think the Saints could have been a way better game versus the Eagles.
That would have been crazy. That would have been an exciting game.
That would have been hype. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I loved it. Personally,
great game.
Commercials. How'd you feel about commercials?
Tied, I will agree, definitely won. Alexa was really funny.
I saw the Alexa commercial on Twitter, so I wasn't like that excited about it.
Yeah, I was funny about it like when it came out online, right. 2 days or however ago.
Yeah, I don't know why people are doing that, releasing their Super Bowl commercials online. Like, don't ruin the surprise. Like,
well, some people are saying that they're using it as leveraging because you know how like the Super Bowl costs so much money and it's so like expensive to do. Well, they're saying like if you put it online first and then go to the time slot for the companies and say, hey, we just have these many streams online, then it's cheaper because like they're leveraging how much attention they brought to it online against how much you're trying to force us to pay for this 30-second spot. So it's cheaper for Tide, like it's cheaper for Alexa and Amazon in the long run for them to pop it online first.
Legit though, that Tide commercial, like he was like, so is every commercial a Tide commercial? And I was like, man, that's like whoever thought of that line was like a genius. And then, but when the Clydesdale commercial got me so bad.
My bad. My mom just.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, the Clydesdale was funny.
The Clydesdale commercial where you're like, oh, here's the Budweiser Clydesdales. Nope. Tide commercial. Oh, here's a Old Spice commercial.
Was there a normal Clydesdale one this year?
No, there wasn't. Budweiser's was about donating water.
Actually, maybe it was a.
They brag. Somebody said so. Let me get this straight. Budweiser spent $5.5 million on a Super Bowl commercial to brag about sending $100,000 worth of water. So I was like, that's kind of interesting. Other commercial that I personally really loved, the Sprint commercial with the robots.
Oh, I mean, it was okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was okay. I don't know if it was. I don't know.
And the Eminem one.
The Eminem one was good.
Do you want to eat me?
I don't know. I kind of was let down by most of the commercials this year.
Way better than last year. Do you remember last year? Last year's were terrible. Last year I think was the Funky Monkey Baby.
But I like missed that Doritos commercial. Like there was no Doritos commercial that I saw. What was it?
The one with the dude from Game of Thrones and then Morgan Freeman.
Oh, that was Doritos. Well, never mind. Yeah, Doritos had one. They had one.
That was Doritos and Mountain Dew.
They had one. That's one I had saw online earlier too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't that hype. So, I mean, but overall, I felt like they were better last year, personally.
Yeah, I was kind of let down by most of the commercials.
Tide actually might have had one of the best Super Bowl commercials of all time.
I think they might have had like one of the best commercial ideas. Period. Like maybe
it was
ever.
Amazing. Loved it. Everything
and everyone,
about it.
every spoof they did, it was the smartest thing to do collaboration with because people are going to mention your brand too. You know what I mean? Like it's not all about Tide. They're going to mention the fact that they did a Mr. Clean thing.
Mr. Clean. They did an Old Spice. They did a Budweiser.
Yeah, like I don't know how much it probably costs to get the Old Spice guy in that commercial. But
do you want to answer that just in case there's like a wreck or something?
I don't think so. I think it's fine. I texted mother.
Okay.
She's
Make
probably fine.
I say wreck, ladies and gentlemen, because it's snowing a lot right now.
Yeah, it's snowing in good old P-Town.
P-Town down.
So that's Super
Halftime?
Bowl. Halftime.
JT.
B- for me.
I think that's good. I'd say probably B+ because I'm comparing it to like other performances. I'm not like the ballads type guy for a Super Bowl commercial. Or Super Bowl, oh my gosh, Super Bowl halftime. I think a lot of people are like calling it like lower class or whatever because his medley I think was better. His medley performance from like 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah. At the VMAs.
Yeah. That one was better. But I liked it. I felt like it was pretty decent.
I think it's sometimes for me, like, I can't watch Justin dance anymore because he came from like a boy band that danced, and even though they weren't like very technical dances back then, he was still like going all in. And now that he's like older, like everything's lighter. It's very less impact because he's older. Like he can't like do everything as fast as he used to. But it's just like weird, and I can see him like really like worrying and stuff like that about his steps.
Do you think he still dances better than Justin Bieber? I think he does.
Justin Bieber's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
Justin Bieber.
But like,
hey, we loved some JB, but like, yo, bro.
Yeah, Justin Bieber is a terrible dancer. But yeah. So I would be 100% happy if Justin Timberlake did not dance anymore. I don't think that that's why people go to him anymore.
No.
I don't think that that's something he has to try to do. But I was very impressed by his vocal riffs because that audience and that type of sound and everything like that, it's really hard to hit notes. So I liked his vocal. That was good. That was good. The Prince tribute. Without the Prince tribute, it would have been like a C for me.
Dang.
A hard C.
Wow.
A hard C, bro. A hard C. Because I was wondering the whole time, like during the first half, why there weren't more Prince songs. They were in Minneapolis, and there weren't because they knew that they were playing that halftime show. So the halftime show, like the Prince portion, is what put it up as high as it did for me. Without that Prince part, it would have just been like, oh, this is a Justin concert with. Back in the day when we were growing up, like they used to have tons of people come out.
I was gonna say, I was just about to ask, does a good Super Bowl performance mean multiple artists for you?
Yeah,
that's why Bruno.
It does.
Did you see Bruno Mars was hip hop, and then if he brought out can you believe if Outkast came out and did like Bombs Over Baghdad and stuff like this?
Bro, I would lose my mind.
Oh my god!
But when they try to do one person and say this one person is bigger than whatever,
yeah,
it sucks usually. It really does. Did Lady Gaga have anyone come out with her? I can't remember.
I can't stand any of her performances.
I don't think that was good. The Who a few years ago, I don't think that was good. Like whenever they try to have one artist and say, "Boom, this is one," because it feels like you're watching a concert.
Bruno Mars, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, Beyonce was lit.
Yeah, Bruno Mars, Beyonce was amazing. So it was okay. It wasn't like terrible or anything. It wasn't like hurting my eyes, but at the same time, man, when Prince came up on that thing, I was like, yo, we are here.
When
finally.
They put the drape down and that ting popped up with the.
And the hoe and he died.
The Prince, he not a hologram. He said no hologram.
So he did not like holograms, which I'm glad they found a way around that. So that made me happy.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was good. We enjoyed it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know you're waiting on it. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about it.
New music.
No music. No music.
And it's the perfect segue.
Yeah, man.
Because we haven't talked about Man of the Woods, the Justin Timberlake album.
Yes.
So.
Wow, already laughing. Okay. Well, tell me about it.
No. Because, I'm thinking about, a lot of the stuff I've seen. There's, some really funny memes and stuff
I haven't
about
seen them.
it. It's some really funny stuff on Twitter about it. Worst Justin Timberlake album ever, but the pedestal is so high for him. Like when I say that, it's not like I'm comparing it to another artist that isn't good.
I Well, I think the second half of the 2020 experience might be closer than most people give it credit to.
I think.
For
Well,
being
I've
the
always
worst.
said that was the worst. I've always, like, before this, I said that was the worst before this. So I agree. Like, that's right there.
Yeah.
And I think that this one has some crazy songs that I've already gone back to.
Yeah.
But the overall whole of, and I guarantee that the songs that some people think I wouldn't like are the songs that I do like. But the whole of the album, it's way too long. It's like, it's just, no. And it'll be number one and it'll do well. It's going to be the Taylor Swift effect of, like, when you have so many eyes on it, it's going to do numbers, and the Eminem effect.
Yeah.
But I think overall people are like, this is decent.
This is an album I felt like musically, I actually think it's a lot better than people are giving it credit for, because I think if you were at a local like concert hall with like 300 people and he performed this album live with a full band, this album would probably be lit. Just because sonically, I think this appeases live,
I liked a lot of it sonically.
Which is what he's used to right now in Nashville. You hear music live. It's about experiencing the music less than just straight up listening to the music. And I think he's been involved with that a lot. That's why one of his music videos with Chris Stapleton was like a live performance at the same time. And I think this album, for what it is, when you just straight up listen to it, it doesn't do it as much justice. Also, I think this album is actually good in terms of being an album, but because it is Justin Timberlake, he has developed a sound, and this is completely left field of that sound.
So I agree and disagree, because I agree because when I listened to this, I thought, if this were someone that I had no idea who this was, then I think I would like it a lot more. So I agree with that, because listening to the first time, I'm like, I can't get into this. But if I never knew this person, I was hearing this for the first time, I think this might be really lit. Kind of, but I don't know. The part I disagree with is that, like, sonically, there's only like 4 or 5 songs that I've never heard him do anything like that before. The rest of it, bro, there are songs on here that could easily go on the bad 2020 experience that I heard. And there are songs on here that could go on Future Sex Love Sounds. There are songs on here that could go on the first 2020 experience. I didn't hear like tons that was different. There was 5 or 6 songs. I think that they were just decent songs though. And I think that they just didn't hit for some reason. But the songs that hit, like, I like Midnight Summer Jam. I think that song's fire. I think that song is crazy fire. And I have heard people trash that song. I love that song. It's really good. But like songs like Sauce, to me, just aren't needed. Like, and that's what it was. It wasn't that they're bad songs. It was almost like he was trying to like prove like yes.
So you feel like the album would be better if he cut like 5 songs?
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Do you like Man of the Woods? For some reason, that like is a song like I was like, and then I listened to it in the shower the other
Once
day.
again, it's one of the songs that
and I think was like, I'm a man of the woods.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I was like, what am I doing?
It's not bad.
To me, I think the most impressive song was Morning Light. Featuring Alicia Keys.
See, and I was just okay with that one.
See, no, I think that was
But I'll tell you a song that I like that
song.
you probably did. Flannel.
No.
You like it?
I did. No,
Flannel's hard.
I seriously said,
Flannel's
I was
hard.
about to tweet the other day. I was seriously about to tweet, I will fight anybody who thinks this beat sucks on Flannel. Like,
bro, not even
I
the
do
not
like
even
Flannel.
the beat, the interlude with homie his wife.
Yeah, no,
speaking.
I actually like Flannel.
Flannel, because okay, Justin Timberlake has been in the business for the last 3-4 albums of putting out concept albums, right? Future Sex Love Songs was all about the concept of Euro vibe, being in a dance club, but let's make R&B meet it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
2020 Experience was very suit and tie, the whole thing. That's concept we're going with. And this is a concept of nature, woods, let's hang out, let's have a good time. Like you were saying, live instrumentation, like that's the concept. I don't know if he's made a better concept song. Flannel as a concept, it literally takes the idea of flannel. You have the setup with the interlude, which I hate interludes that are just interludes and the next song plays and has nothing to bring you. He's bringing us into the second half of the album. And we said when this track list came out, the second half of the album was going to be the more live outside album. And it is. And he put it together with flannel. The next 6 songs you listen to are in the vein. Mm-hmm. So I love flannel. Flannel's crazy hard to me. I like flannel personally. I like Say Something. I think it's really good in the concept of the album.
Yeah. I think Supplies is still really good. Supplies is the most JT song on this album.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like Supplies a lot too. Breeze Off the Pond, stuff like songs like that. I feel like you didn't need. Like
well, I didn't really like Living Off the Land.
I didn't really like that either.
Young Man, I felt like was a good song.
Yeah, I loved
Young Man was really good.
Important to the album.
Something about it. Your wife, your mom looks good. You might get a sister. Like it was just little
Montana
lines like that.
is crazy too, though.
Yeah,
Montana is crazy too. Higher is crazy. Wave for me is just one of the songs coming left off, and it's crazy because usually if a song has album has 5 or 6 songs on it, I'm like, wow, that was a good album that I like.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, this just feels like a little incomplete, and I don't know why. But I don't know. It just feels a little incomplete to me. I can't say that this was a great album. Like, great means this was...
I feel pretty much the exact same way on this album that I felt on Taylor Swift's album.
See, I enjoy this a lot more than Taylor Swift's album, but...
In the same caliber, though. There were songs I didn't like, and there were songs I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Because that Taylor Swift album grew on me, because it's like in my wife's car, so when we drive her car, that's what I listen to.
Through osmosis, it grew on you?
Huh?
Through osmosis, it grew on you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
wanna be a 13. I wanna be 18.
She's trash now. I'm sorry. I want her to come back, though. I want her to be good again. Maybe one day.
The song goes hard. I don't care what you say.
It's okay.
It's gonna go hard.
You don't have to.
But comment, guys, if you liked it or not. I know we already got some thoughts on Instagram. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blake saying he loved it. But I know he's a JT fanboy.
And you know what? I think it's a really good album for radio. Like, these are very sing-along. Like, these are very, like, good songs to sing along to. So shout out to JT. It's not terrible work. It's not his best work. But I will always give him props for doing something different every single time. He tries.
This is an album where if you tell me you don't like it, I'll go, I get it. And if you tell me you love it, I'll say, I get it.
Yeah.
Both sides of the... Yeah. 2 sides of the coin, man.
Yep.
Just like this album cover. You either don't like it or you like it. That's what it represents.
Okay, so where do you want to move next? We have a bunch of different stuff. Did you listen to Key Glock?
I didn't get to listen to Key Glock.
I listened to Key Glock.
I don't even know who that dude is.
I didn't either. But I'll tell you who he is. He's cocky. He has a big Glock. He doesn't wear any caps. I'm just reading the track list at this point. But so Key Glock is a decent rapper, actually. But it's all, I'm telling you, it's all this NBA Youngboy and Rich Homie Quan sound right now.
Yeah.
Straight up. Best song is Big Glock, though, by far.
Dude, man, rest in peace, Speaker Knockers, because I feel like he'd be killing it right now, dude.
Can you imagine a Speaker Knockers and Creek Boys collaboration somehow? And 88 grams, it just could be crazy.
What was the best song off the Glock Pond?
Big Glock.
I said Glock Pond. It's Glock Bond.
Big Glock. Big Glock was the best one. The third song, Big Glock,
nice,
was the best one. What
So give it a
what
shot.
else did you listen to?
It's hard to stand out in that lane. It's so saturated.
Yeah, you have to have a cosign by like a bigger
I
artist.
listened to Drip Season 3 by Gunna, and I'm going to say this
I
right
did not
now.
have time to listen to this.
Oh my gosh, the beat selection is crazy good.
Okay.
Yes. At the Hotel is good.
How's Car Sick?
Lies About You featuring Lil Durk was good. Car Sick was good. Pedestrian Beat was nuts. It starts sounding all similar. I mean, literally, this is that Uzi Vert, probably Key Glock sound, NBA Youngboy. I mean, they all sound the same, but because of that, if your beat's on point and your melody's on point, then you stand out.
Yeah.
And there's a couple songs on this that I'm going back to because the beats, the one, I think it might have been Drippin' or Almighty, one of those. It was a Metro Boomin beat, bro, and I was like, he got one with that one.
I'm gonna listen to it because
No,
I'm trying to give all these kids a try. No, I just didn't. I was driving. I didn't have time to listen to it.
It was definitely check it out if you guys like people. I can already say I'm pretty sure. I'm not even listening to him just because of how you talked about Key Glock. This album is better than that dude.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
So because of just how you talked about it was just like whatever to you. I felt like there was some promise on this project. So if you have to listen to one, I would say listen to this guy right here, Gunna. Okay. It's called Drip Season 3. It's got some good features again. Uzi Vert, Young Jordan. It's got Young Thug. It's got Lil Durk.
I see a YSL chain that he's wearing on his album art, so he must be Young Thug's boy. Signed to the label. That's cool.
But yeah, check it out. I liked it.
All right, Gunna. All right,
Gunna. Check it out.
Amen. Rich Brian.
AKA Rich Chigga.
Yes.
Who changed his name.
Formerly known as Rich Chigga. He got popular for Dat Stick a couple years ago. Went viral, online sensation.
Yo, because I was impressed at actually how hard that song was.
The reaction video from the rappers and stuff like that. Like when you have a remix with Ghostface Killah on a song that went viral on YouTube, you get a lot of respect and a lot of eyes on you and stuff like that. So I think everyone was like just shocked by the delivery and how serious he was, but how serious the video wasn't, but it was just a lot going on.
And like his voice.
Yeah, it's crazy deep.
His tone is so deep.
Crazy deep. But so what do you think?
So I think it was a very solid. I think fans of him are happy. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Fans of him are happy. I think Trespass is the one song where I felt like he really tried to change up his style and be more melody driven, and I felt like it actually really worked on that song.
Okay.
Glow Like That is a single of his, and I felt like that did pretty good. Attention featuring Offset. I felt like it was a pretty good song. Introvert featuring Joji. I think it's interesting with that one because they're both these two love memes and internet culture, and that's kind of what their fan base grew from. And I felt like it was an okay track. It wasn't that good. I felt like it was a solid project. I don't think there was any that was crazy good.
I think okay, so if you have Khalid speaking to a lot of the high school kids that fit any background, people like Yachty, people like Rich Brian, and I'm not comparing them artistry wise because they're different, but
Rich Brian's more talented.
They speak to the hype beast crowd a lot.
Yeah.
The nerds that are now cool.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So it's I felt a lot of that on this album. I actually thought it was a good beat selection.
Yeah, no, good
on this album. Agreed. A lot. I like Glow Like That. I like the Little Prince featuring Nicki. I thought that was cool. I actually liked most of the last half of the album. Introvert wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. And then the Offset feature on Attention I don't know. It was okay to me
It was
too.
a throwaway.
Yeah, it was.
Offset pre-recorded that and then gave it to him because it fit on the beat.
Yeah, it
Guarantee you.
was. It was just okay. But the last half of the album, I thought, like you said, was where he was trying to like try, like go somewhere with it. So
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I still don't know how serious he is. Like, as far as like, hey, am I attempting to do this like for real, or is
I think
this
he
just
is. I think he's
what I'm doing
approaching
right
it
now?
like Eminem does sometimes, where he's like serious, but his songs are not serious. Does that make sense?
Somewhat. I'm curious to know what he'll do next. With people like him, I'm always curious to know what their next move is. I feel the same way about Dickie and a lot of the other people who like start out viral. Like, I'm always curious to know, like, okay, once you put out your first project, like, what's your next
I have
thing?
full faith in Dickie because that dude.
Dickie
I
can
actually
spit.
think Dickie is very, very talented.
Dickie can spit, but I think what turns some people off about Dickie is the fact that in interviews he said, like, yeah, I wanted to be a comedian first. And I think, like, to the hip hop crowd, they go, like,
Charles
this isn't a
Gambino
game,
didn't want to be
you
a
know what I mean?
rapper.
Yeah, I know. But, okay, so then it's like, do you go and, like, sell completely out and take it very, very serious, like Bino did? And I think people are still waiting on Dickie to do that, but then he puts out, like, Save That Money, which is I love that song
I do too.
personally, but there's like the crowd that's like, Gambino puts out the Royalty Project, and you're like,
Yeah.
does he still say funny, nerdy stuff? Yeah, but you can tell he's going for it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the comparison
I
is
think
different.
Campfire was going for it.
Campfire's amazing too. Royalty's just my favorite Gambino project ever.
I don't know.
That project is
I think
insane.
I think I have to do because of the internet, because of the
Yeah, it was great.
that literally that is a whole concept album. Like he wrote
Yes.
a script about it. So because of that, I have to put that number one. Anyways, we're getting off track. But I feel like he did his thing. I don't think he let anybody down on this project. And when you come out with a debut album with a fairly decent size fan base, not the largest, not the smallest. A lot of people still don't know this kid. I think he delivered.
Yeah.
But because we got to remember, there is only so many people who are going to create classic first albums.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
Like, you know what I mean? So,
But there's
not everybody can be
I
Post
think the
Malone.
reason why I always say that I want to see what like internet viral people do afterwards is because like if you stick around and like really prove that you're here even though you don't sell and even though like it's not a classic and it's not the biggest thing, that shows me like, okay, you want it. Like you are about this. If homie start doing comedy afterwards and start doing like internet stuff, like this was something that you capitalized on. You weren't here for the love of like, I want to be a rapper. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm curious.
I
Are we
think
going to talk about it next year?
He might just be a creator. He might not be just like a rapper. He could be somebody who loves music, but he loves like making funny videos.
Possibly.
I mean,
think
I don't
he has
feel
the
like
talent.
I don't think you need to separate those two.
I think he has the talent, but I think that at some point hip hop has to be like, okay, like when are we going to be like, who's here to just like have fun and have fun only? And then because what the problem is when he makes a song that does go really, really viral again, it'll win Grammys. That's the problem because like it'll get on the radio when other songs that deserve it shouldn't. And then these committees that don't know any better will be like, oh,
I mean-
well, I've heard that on Top 40. Let's vote for him.
Hopefully not.
That's the problem where I say like hip hop somewhat has to be gatekeepers.
Yeah.
But I'm also like super hip hop, so. Childish Gambino, the re-release, I thought that was kind of cute
Yeah.
because he just, did the Grammys.
Did
and
you
everything like
listen
that.
to Madison
I
Beer?
listened to what you sent me. Yeah, I didn't listen to this whole project though.
Yo, this whole project is actually really good. Like
This
not
lane,
fronting,
man. This lane.
not fronting. The whole
This
project
lane-
is good.
I liked it.
But Dead was crazy to me
Dead's
personally because no one's ever thought about it. Oh, I can't live without you. Well, then why aren't you dead yet? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that is brilliant. But I felt like I mean, honestly, like, yeah, no, go listen to the rest of this project. If
I
you
will,
like
and I'll give a full report next.
Female pop R&B singers or whatever, Madison Beer, dude, I was totally surprised by this project. I felt like the songwriting was excellent. There was like a couple times where some beat changes up or like the bridge drops were impressive. Like I feel like I forget what song it was. There was only one like I was kind of like but like yo.
Has female pop R&B has it been like this?
Dude, I don't
Or
know.
like were we like just
Were
not
we sleeping?
Because right now I'm not trying to be no R&B dude out here right now. Like,
No.
it's very quiet for Neo. Neo's onto other things.
No, guys need to step it up. That's all I'm saying.
Because
this project, I'm telling you, writing wise, like I don't know if she does any of it or if she just has the ear for it and she can like pick out which ones or whatever. But man,
okay, I'm excited. I trust you and your judgment, so I'm excited,
dude. I mean,
I'm gonna see what this be.
For just us, like especially for me, just being like, oh, what's this girl? I want to listen to her so I can let everybody know if she's worth it or not. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm paying attention now.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay,
Madison Beer. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Whenever I say her name is spelled Beer. I just want to say beard.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Don't know why.
Out of all of the projects, that's my favorite project. Over JT, over Gunna, over Rich Brian.
Really?
Yeah. Out of all this week, Madison Beer. That's the one I'm going with.
Okay.
Listen to Swoop's album Sunshine, Christian rapper. He came out with one
beat. He had some beats. Some of these beats.
So it was so hard because he's like independent right now, and he is an amazing producer. Some of these beats were crazy. Some of these songs, for some reason, they fell flat for me.
Yeah.
But you can tell, like, I think he needs somebody with him to like help structure his albums together and like complete, like say no or say yes.
I don't understand like his relationship with Cray because they're really good friends,
and
like,
you could tell like he even said something for labels who didn't sign me, and in that one thing, like I don't get it either.
But it's weird because on Lecrae's last album, like when I remember watching Hot 97 interview and Swoop was in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, snap. I wonder, is he finally going to like sign with them?
He needs Dart. I think he needs a team around him. Because you could tell he's got the tangibles. You just got to find somebody who can like mold it right. That's why I think music is, and even Drake says it in his God's Plan, without what is it? Ali and...
Oh, without Ollie 40, there'd be no me. Yeah, you need
Imagine if I never met the broskis. Like, he knows it too. Like, you just need people around you to have the ear to point you in the right directions, because Swoop has it. I think he does, and I think he's hungry for it. But right now, I just think because he doesn't have the team around him, he falls short a little bit. But there's some, like Malcolm said, there are some really good beats on there.
Yeah.
There's some really good production. But then there are some songs for me personally that didn't hit. But some people I've been seeing his Twitter feed, and he sounds like a lot of people have reached out to him and said, like, this album has been great. And I really loved the beginning of the album, how this is your dad. And I just want to remind you to sick. Shine. Just shine. And I was like, that's a great intro.
Yeah, I like that. That was sick. The Black Boy song was really sick to me. I love that song. The beat on Hall of Fame is...
that beat on Hall of Fame was
The beat
nuts.
on Hall of Fame, man, is seriously crazy to me. I like the song Flex as well. There were some bops, but it's just, like you were saying, lyrically, just some of it fell flat, and that's been a problem with people like Swoop, and there's others too, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with Swoop.
I listened to In Celebration of Us, Guy Zoot.
Okay. I did not
Daps,
listen to this.
Our Two Dope Boys is a blog, and they love this project. And this is very, very boom bat hip hop. Now, this boy can rap. Not gonna lie, I have said this many times before, ladies and gentlemen. I can appreciate it, I can respect it, but I'm not one to sit in my car and listen to boom boom bat. And that's why I love hip hop right now, because if I want boom boom bat, I can find boom boom bat. If I want melody driven, I can find melody driven. If I want a mixture, I can find a mixture. This guy, if you guys like stuff like that, give him a chance. So my people out there who love who loved projects like Dave East, who likes still listening, going back listening to Wu-Tang, stuff like that. I mean, he's just very just like lyrically driven, focused, like doesn't mess around too much, but he focuses on his pen game, stuff like that. So definitely give him a shot. He's a new artist you won't hear about. Like I'm sure you probably never heard about him, Sky Zoo, but check him out. I feel like it was a very solid project overall. Not hating on this whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I just feel like me personally, sometimes I'll let you know my bias, and my bias is I prefer melody-driven songs because that's what I like. But this was really good.
I didn't listen to this, but it's funny that you say that because I figured it was because Peter Rosenberg from Hot 97 was talking really well about it, and he is like
he's definitely a boom
Jay
boom bap
Dilla
guy.
beats only.
Okay,
like
Jay,
he is like for those that don't know, Jay Dilla is like in New York. He's like of the backpacker scene. He's like a Dr. Dre figure for them, and when he was talking so favorably about him, I was like, I kind of knew what to expect, and I haven't listened to this, so to hear you say that, it's all connecting. I'll probably go back and listen to this just to see what it's about. I like a mixture, probably would be the best way to describe what I like, but I also really like I can listen to bars and bars and bars and bars, but I also care about hooks. It's really important too. So
there's certain people I can and certain people I can't like. And it might be the beat too. Like I don't know why. Like, and again, we go back to Drake, but like, you know, Aston Martin music, Pound Cake, stuff like that. Like, or Paris Morton, like just
Paris
it's like
Morton is so wild, bro.
Certain instrumentals, like I can just listen for days. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Check it out. People like Eli. I know you.
Yeah.
Go listen to it. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna send it his way. I'll tell you what surprised me, fam. So
I didn't listen to this.
Step Up. Right, so Step Up
YouTube Red series
is coming back to YouTube, right? I think Neo's in it. I think the dancer Jade Coggle, I don't know her last name, but I've
What'd
watched.
you just say?
I've watched a bunch of her videos. She is an amazing hip hop dancer.
Okay,
she's like this really short little white girl, and she's so hard. And she's in it. There's a bunch of other like random people in it. And they put out the soundtrack. Dude, some of these go hard. Pooh Bear did most of it.
Pooh Bear's great.
And dude, some of these go hard. I'm not buying YouTube Red so that I can watch this. That's not where I'm at.
You get 30 days free though, so you might.
Well, maybe I will then to see this. I don't think there's anything else on there though. Is there anything else?
I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, this is
all I know is Netflix is just killing everybody right now because they just keep coming after hit after hit.
I gotta watch
after
Cloverfield
hit,
at some
after
point.
Hit. I gotta watch Altered Carbon or whatever. Have you started watching that?
No, but
watched the first episode and I was like, yo, I want to watch it.
I'm like 3 in of that one show.
Dark-Sided?
No, you told me about it the other day, like a couple podcasts ago.
Oh,
what the F is in the world or what? Fam.
Dude, it's so good, isn't it?
Fam, I can't stop watching it.
It's so good.
But I tried to describe it to Mother and she was like, what? Like, why are you watching that? I'm like, I don't know. But it's really good.
It's so good.
No, that was good.
Whoever the director of that was,
yeah,
he was excellent.
But Step Up High Water, the original soundtrack, is out, and it's got some beats. It's got some bangs on there. I tell you what, it does make you want to dance, which is what Step Up is supposed to be, right? Step Up is supposed to be that.
If you can't
so I
dance,
like most of it. It's pretty good.
And you can't do nothing for me, baby.
Did you listen to any other albums, sir?
No.
Okay. What?
And Stefflon Don poured so much money to keep her album up. Don't listen to that because that's been like 4 weeks on there, and it is not that good.
Pray for me. What'd you think? The Weeknd and Kendrick.
Good. I mean,
thought it was decent.
Nothing crazy. Get It Right was better.
Yes, dude, the Diplo song.
Yes, Gold Link here at Gold Link. I was like, yeah.
I love Gold Link, man. There's something about his personality that's really dope. But that Black Panther soundtrack.
Well, he's got a sound now too.
Yes, that is very true. the song with Khaled and Sway Lee could possibly
Stop.
be.
Don't even
It could I don't want to overhype it in my head, but I can't see how it won't be
be fire.
Bro, I'm skipping to that song first just to like hear it, and I don't do that.
Comes
I
out in like 2 days, doesn't it? February 9th.
Something like that. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the Black Panther soundtrack. Pray for Me is pretty deep.
But Get It Right is by Diplo, featuring Mo and Gold Link. I really like this song. Go listen to it.
Song is good. Vance Joy, Saturday Sun, really, really good. His album's coming out really soon. So I'm looking forward to that. He's released like 4 songs off of that, and they've all been pretty decent. So
I forgot to listen to the T Grizzly song. I think it was Colors.
It's literally, bro.
Is it? Are you scared for his future?
No, but he's just that's
one trick pony.
Yeah, like all he is.
Come on, learn how to skip instead of jump.
It's just one thing, yeah. I haven't listened to this. This just came out today, I think. Ray Strimmer teed up. Because I saw on Instagram people were talking about this. I haven't listened to this yet. It's called Teed Up, Ray Strimmer. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is about.
We're pausing the podcast and we're listening right now. Teed Up. You know what?
Teed Up.
That first verse, though.
His first verse is
guys,
good.
There's this part where the beat goes like boom, boom, boom. But in his verse, he says, like, drank so much I hiccup, so it goes, like when the beat bangs. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Ray Strimmer is here, man. I can't wait for... Now, we have to talk about this since we're here. And you brought up the Outkast when we were listening to it. Outkast comparison. Triple album is what Sway is saying.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
It being 3 projects?
Have you not heard this? Sway Lee is saying that Strim Life 3 is going to be a Sway Lee project.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Slim
Jimmy project, and then a project together.
Look, I'm listening to all of it.
Right.
There's only certain artists that can do
I'm
that.
there too. But when we were listening to it, you brought up Outkast, so I'm like, and everyone's starting to go like, the only people that have been able to be a group and split separately and both of them be successful is Outkast.
And guys, I said it. They remind me of Outkast because they're so different, but they work together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm saying it. Andre 3K and Big Boy, they were so different on their projects and their approach to stuff, but it worked. And I think it works. Now, in their very first album, they were the same.
Yeah, they were really similar. I think Sway Lee just fell in love with making melodies and figured out he was really good at it.
The dude did a Christmas song.
I know.
On his Instagram or whatever. So, but yeah, no, I'm here for it. I'm going to listen to all of it. And I'm giving Slim Jimmy a chance. Because I think
if you put the right beats behind Slim Jimmy, bro, he has a chance to be actually really good.
I will listen to every Slim Jimmy interview ever.
Yes. Yo, the one where he's in the pink
coat. Yeah.
He was saying everything. Like, their PR person was just like, why am I here? Like, why am I here if you're going to let the kids just do whatever they want?
We can't do it. So, moving on, Florida Boy featuring T-Pain and Kodak Black. Classic beat selection by Ricky Ross.
The best beat picker I think in hip hop.
Yeah, I think.
Like you listen to his albums, you're just like, what?
Yeah,
sounds like Scorsese. It's wild.
Amazing. So I'm with it. I like it. It's not like the best, but you know what? We'll take a Ross song whenever we get a Ross song.
That's facts. Get It, Missy Elliott, and Kelly Rowland, Busta Rhymes. I think Busta Rhymes, like, I give him props for always coming with like a beat that's different. A-Rab Money doesn't sound like Break Your Neck. Break Your Neck doesn't sound like the one song where it's like touch it, bring it. You know what I mean? Like, he's always giving you something that's like extremely different, extremely new. Busta is only giving you those
that's true.
Weird beats that catch on.
Right.
So when I first heard it, I was kind of like, this is really weird. But Busta could do it. He could possibly, this could catch on. So we'll see. It was all right though. Iggy Azalea, she's back, guys. She was in that Super Bowl commercial. I saw.
Yeah, I know. She had pinky hair. And then Alex Mendina was like, "They still pushing her."
I saw that. That was funny. So she has a song called "Savior" featuring Quavo. I think it's the best Iggy Azalea song I might have ever heard.
So explain to them why you feel that way and why you feel like her career is not over.
I think that the more Iggy tries to be a rapper, you know what? I do this. Like, the more she tries to...
That's where that dude got the idea from.
It's literally one of the best vines of all time.
The one where he got spit on?
Yeah.
That one had me in tears.
So I think Iggy can't rap. If she tries to rap, I'm not even saying she's bad, but if she's trying to rap, she's gonna face so much.
Yo, Fancy still goes hard.
Fancy is a harder song than people want to admit.
If you say it's not hard, you're lying.
Fancy is a harder song than people want to admit.
Fancy is just like Tyga's situation. Rack City, no one likes Tyga anymore. But when you play Rack
City, is an absolute classic.
When you play Rack City,
I can't stand Tyga, but I will say he has one classic, and it's Rack City. Iggy has a classic with Fancy, and I'll tell you why. If you are somewhere on a road trip years from now, and that song comes on, and you haven't heard it in a long time,
yeah,
you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose your mind.
Already know.
Girls around the world still listen to Fancy.
That's the Bound Show.
Exactly. So yeah, she on this song, she's doing more of the singy type rappy, and I think that that's the best thing she could possibly do. I think that that's her lane. I think she needs to do this. I think she needs to collaborate with people like Calvin Harris. Like, she needs to go.
She needs to collaborate and listen.
She needs to stop.
Yeah.
Collaborate and listen. And Iggy will be back with a brand new edition. That's what she needs to do. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Iggy Azalea. Was there anything else that you listened to, sir?
No, that's it.
Okay. I think it's really cool that when the Super Bowl comes around, all these songs that are like in commercials and stuff are like popped up.
Yeah.
Prince is up here again because it's Prince. And then
Big Sean with the Monster commercial.
Get Your Freak On, Missy Elliott for the Doritos. I liked that commercial, by the way, with the dude from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Okay, so that is our Loosey Gooseys. Man, what else are we missing that we have to talk about? Do we just have to finish up the episode with the good old top five?
Let's do
we have to talk about our favorite song of January.
How much time do we have? Because we're not gonna. Okay. Yeah, we should probably.
I think 10 minutes of that is like.
Well, I think No, that was only like 7, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, we'll do top 5 next week. We got a good top 5 for you. I mean, we talked about so much, but we will talk about this right now. So we have decided because we didn't do this in 2017, but we have decided for the year of 2018, each month, we are going to talk about a couple of our favorite songs of that month. And then there will be a winner through conversation every month. And then at the end of the year, those 12 songs will pit up against each other, and we'll talk about it together. We'll see what you guys pick. We'll see what we pick, and then we'll go from there to be crowned the best song of the year.
Yep.
All right. Let's get it out of the way. God's Plan should be up there.
Okay. God's Plan is what I was going to say for me.
God's Plan is up there list-wise.
Right. For me, it's on the list.
Sweet Holy Honey is Sango featuring Xavier Omar. Now, I know through discussion that probably isn't going to win, but I really, really like that song. Tanashi, No Drama.
That song's crazy.
Those are my 3 songs in January that I feel like were the strongest songs of the month of January. Is there any other out of that list that you think should be added?
The only thing I think I would add is Real Friends, Camila Cabello. That's the only thing. Everything else, I think we're pretty on the same page.
And that Bozzy song. I think Bozzy.
The Bozzy song is crazy.
But I think that came out last year. The one that, not the Y one, the other.
Mine. Yeah, mine's old.
Mine came out. Yeah. So 4 songs. Mm-hmm. if we're being honest with ourselves, I think personally it comes down to Tinashe and Drake.
I think so too.
Because I don't care what any of you say out there, No Drama is a banger and she needs a remix. If I was her person, her PR person, I'd be hitting up Cardi B. I would be hitting... I think No Drama, yeah, it needs Cardi B. I'm trying to think who I'd put on it. Just Drake and Cardi B. If you could somehow do a No Drama remix with Drake and Cardi B...
It'd be over with. I think... I still gotta say God's plan. I still we played it in our hotel room the other night, and just the bed in my mama. I'm sorry, like that drop.
She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. 50 dub. I even got it tatted on me.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like he knows what he's doing. Like it's sing song. Like for all of his songs, he has a moment. But it's just, I can't. It's undeniable. It's Drizzy. Like that's what happened. So, and it's like the most streamed breaking Spotify. Like I mean, I think God's plan is January's
January.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with it. January.
I think Tinashe is close, and I don't know why people are not losing their mind over that song the way we are. But like, I listen to it every single day.
I do too.
Every
day.
Single day. Like it's so good. It's so good.
Gosh,
shout out to
man,
Tinashe.
I wish we were AR, bro. I feel like we would be able to create so many good.
Oh yeah,
we would save so many people heartache.
Oh my goodness, Big Crit would be the biggest rapper in the world. Like people would be like, "Who's this guy?" We're like, hey, yeah.
We'd be like, take this out, take this out, take that out, put that out. But I understand some artists, there's certain songs that are like near and dear to their hearts, and they'd probably be like, no, please. Like, we would get that, but like, anyways, God's plan.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Guys.
There's even like little stuff. It's like, I feel good, sometimes I don't. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, such a lazy line, but at the same time, it's like, what rapper has said that?
Well, and okay, so the backlash on Twitter that I've seen is people are saying that like that line that we love of only partly, only with my bed and my mama, I'm sorry, is like the most like no real man should like aspire to that line. Like if you say that line out loud in the club, you're not a real man because you're just like not grown up. Like
I listen to songs because they aren't about me.
I know, and it's just like, fam, when it comes down to it, I'm not married. You would know more about this than I would, but when it comes down to it, fam, your mom's gonna be there.
You're listening to
like that's your mom.
I mean, that means if you're white, then don't listen to rap because it ain't pertaining to you.
Yeah,
like get out. Like stop.
It's just wild stuff that people say sometimes. There's no Drake slander around me. I can't really.
Unless it's Ice Melts.
And people say
you can slander like, Ice Melts.
Oh yeah, it's just college girls just love Drake and that's it. He just makes music for college girls. Listen, maybe I'm a college girl. Maybe I'm a college girl, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Listen.
Well, if you were a girl, what would your name be?
Sharon?
No.
No?
No. Melissa.
Melissa?
Yeah.
I've known some Melissas.
Mallory. That's your name.
Mallory, yeah.
Mallory, for sure. 100%.
Mallory.
No questions asked. It's
Mallory's
Mallory.
okay.
What would mine be?
Melissa would be weird because I've known some Melissas.
What would, if I was a girl, what would my name be? As I was a college girl who loved Drake.
Kelly.
Kelly?
You're
really?
such a Kelly, man. You're such a Kelly, dude. You're such a Kelly. Kellys are like always into stuff. Like they always like know like what's going on. It's like, yeah, let's go. What's Kelly doing for lunch? I don't know.
Ask Mallory.
Kelly's always dancing. Kelly's always planning something
I don't know.
for the
Mallory's
cheer
always
squad.
the one to get everyone together.
It's not true. That's not a fact. That's not a fact. But Mallory's are cool, I think. Mallory's are real chill. I like that. That's me. I'm glad we found out our names.
Yeah, me too.
Our girl names.
Sidebars.
College girl names. Oh my gosh. Guys, it is time to close out the show the only way we have ever known why since day numero uno of El Podcastito. Don't know if that's how you say podcast in Spanish, but that's how I say it now. Dobie with the questions. This is 101 Conversation Starters for Couples.
Concerning what biblical topic or Bible passage or verse? Why are you laughing, Mallory?
Kelly, this went so different from this is just out of nowhere. All right.
Sometimes these are important, Mallory.
Let's get it.
Concerning what biblical topic or Bible passage / verse do you wish you had better understanding?
It's like such a heavy
I would say probably like for me personally. So for those of you who at least have like looked into it, like Leviticus is all about like the laws of the land that God asked of his people. And in that day and age, the culture was so drastically different that when you're trying to understand why there's certain laws that were put into place for God's chosen people of that time, it just doesn't make sense at all. And it is so dry to get through. But they were saved, and it's part of Scripture because it pertained, like, these were the things that God had and wanted to do for his people to stand out, to show why they're God's chosen people. So it's really hard to get through sometimes, and it's really dry. And so because of that, and that's like kind of the stuff sometimes people bring up. They're like, well, why would God have this as a law? You know, and they bring it up, but those laws don't apply today. Through Jesus, it doesn't apply anymore. And so, but I feel like that is one thing that is just still to me. There's still a lot of unknowns because it's just so it's really hard to understand because it is so opposite of our culture today.
I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. So I agree with that one for sure. I think for me, I've always been in love with the struggle stories, like the struggle, like the beyond every count out, every no doubt, like someone got it done. And especially, and whether you're guys, by the way, whether you read the Bible or you're Christian or not, this is just a general thing for anyone who wants to, maybe you just want to read something. And especially now with the culture of abuse and women speaking out and whatever, the story of Esther is like one to me that has forever stuck out. Like,
really? Wow.
Because it's one of those things where you're not just thinking like this is a woman that stepped up. This is a woman during that time.
Yeah, it stepped out.
So I remember like my grandmother reading the story of Esther. She used to read it like before she went to work because she faced like a lot of like adversity. She was a nurse and like doctors would hit on her all the time and stuff like that. And like, she just always had to remember the strength of Esther. So like I always think about Esther and go like, man, like,
wow,
being a woman at that time and like doing something for God and like doing something when you know it's the right thing to do. Right. It's like a bigger step up than just someone in today's culture.
That's cool.
Doing something cool. So I dig Esther. I always mess with Esther.
Hey, shout out to Esther.
Shout out to Esther. Shout out to Leviticus too. But yeah, guys, we've been here. We're gonna be here. We're always going to be here. We hope this episode finds you well. We're not on our usual day, but we are on our usual grind. My name is Mallory. To my left, we have
Kelly.
Represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show.
The Daps and Pound Show.
Woo!
This was brought to you by Tide because this has been a Tide commercial this entire time.
Because this has been a Tide commercial this entire time. Ooh. It has. You know, it was really funny. The one they did that was like the old people medicine one. That was my favorite one. Yes, that was my favorite one. And then when they started talking about Tide, they even did it sped up like they were giving like symptoms. This much was. I was like, I popped for
classic.
that.
Whoever did that, you get a raise.
It was amazing. It was amazing stuff.
Shout out to the shout out
Gang. From Mallory and Kelly.